All right, now let me introduce mode 2 of the B-01 system. First, we'll talk about its hardware components. This is the starting point laser, and this is its reflector. Together, they form a laser gate, which can be passed through multiple times. Over here is a display screen, and currently its only function is to display information. It's different from mode 1. Mode 1 has a triggering function, but this one only has a display function. Let's power it on first. Just like before, let's power it up. After powering it on, it will automatically start up. When it turns on, pay attention to the screen. It will display a 2. This 2 means it's in mode 2, which is our current single-person multiple lap mode. Now, let's press and hold the reset button. Hold down the reset button for about 1 second, and the system will reset to 0. At this point, you can start using it. When an athlete starts from the starting line, the system will begin timing. Of course, the athlete can run a lap and return to the starting point. This completes 1 lap. It can also be a back and forth run where the athlete goes out and then returns. That's fine too. Let's first simulate 1 lap and then stop. Here, you can see the single lap time for the first lap, 13.69 seconds. After displaying for 5 seconds, it'll continue to show the ongoing running time, counting the seconds. We just finished the first lap, and after completing another lap, the single lap time for the second lap is 15.19 seconds. The single lap time for the second lap will also be displayed for 5 seconds, and then it keeps running. Since we've set it to 3 laps, after the last lap, it will stop completely. The last lap time is 14.85 seconds, which is the single lap time. After displaying for 5 seconds, it will show the total time, which is 43.74 seconds. That means the athlete's total time to complete 3 laps is 43.74 seconds. Each single lap time will be displayed for 5 seconds. If you need to, you can record it. After it ends, if we try to trigger it again, nothing will happen. Once it ends, it can't be triggered again. You have to manually reset it. After resetting, we can start again, and the next athlete can begin. Then we reach the first lap's single lap car. Then we pause for 5 seconds before reaching it again. Let's listen again. Then we reach it again. This is the single lap time for the final lap, 5.76 seconds. The total time will also be displayed soon, 13.88 seconds, which is the total time for 3 laps. All right, so what happens if our single lap time now exceeds 1 minute? Let's set it up and see. Let's test it. First, start the athlete from the starting point. Now the timer has started running. Let's take a look. All right, just now the time is already past 1 minute. In other words, after the athlete sets off, the first time they return to the starting point, meaning after completing 1 lap, it's already over a minute. When we start, it shows 1 minute 11.6 seconds, which means it only displays 1 decimal place after the point. So after the seconds, it shifts over. It doesn't show hundreds of a second anymore. At this point, after the system displays the lap time, it will still keep counting the seconds. Technically, it's like our athlete is still running the second lap. And then when the second lap is finished at the finish line, it will display 20.37 seconds as the lap time for the second lap. After displaying for 5 seconds, it'll continue running. At this point, it's like we're on the 3rd lap, and we're heading for the final finish line, the last time crossing the finish line. The lap time for the final lap is 17.17 seconds. Let's take a look at the total time. We can see that F1 stands for 1 minute. So it's 1 minute 49.23 seconds. The total time to complete 3 laps is 1 minute 49.23 seconds. So that means for the total time, there will always be an F in front. For the lap time, it only shows 4 digits. If it goes over 1 minute, it will display as dot, how many seconds, dot, and then 1 decimal place after the dot. It won't show 2 decimal places anymore. All right, okay.